this is the place to get exactly what you need. You know, you got to spend money to make money. My name is Chandra James. I am a solo practitioner here at Guardian Tax Associates. I have been preparing taxes for 5 years, and as a business owner, this is my third year here in Birmingham.
Chandra, prior to joining Service Bureau Accelerator, did you know what a Service Bureau was, or is it like your first time hearing about it? Like, kind of tell us that story.
No, I did not know what a service bureau was. I've seen it before, but I didn't know exactly what it did.
Got it. So what made you interested in actually looking at the Service Bureau Accelerator and joining up? What struck out to you?
Just the fact that I know what I like to do in the tax industry, which is motivate and teach. And so that part stuck out to me to where I can help other aspiring tax professionals and make money while doing it at the same time.
Got it. So let's talk about that. So you're like, hey, I want to teach people. So you went the academy route for your first season, right? So let's talk a bit about what you did to put that together, right? What kind of offers did you put together, packages, anything you want to share about that process?
Right. So with the tax academy part, it was when you said, okay, you can do an academy. I was like, no, not me. Like build a whole course. But the way Service Bureau Accelerator laid everything out for us in ways with the different software that you guys already have for us, it was rather easy. Now it was a challenge, just to start it, because anything that's new gonna seem like it's, not possible. But with that being said, I was able to build a course, make money, enroll. You guys taught us how to actually just go out there and ask people who's ready to make some money. And just the initial lunch was like, okay, I made some money. And then you guys was like, okay, build as you go. Don't try to have it all figured out, because that's my problem. I'm the type that want to have it all figured out. But just the way you made it seem as though just build as you go. These people already are trusting you,
Right.
So yeah, so
Right.
I was able to launch the course and got people going.
So let's unpack that a bit, right? Because you're talking about the strategy, like the fast action strategy, right? Hey, I'm putting this together. I'm not going to give away the fast action strategy here. But I remember seeing your post, and I remember seeing all the comments because on Facebook on your post. So you took that strategy and you said a couple of things that I think a lot of tax offices and tax professionals struggle with is you're like your mental your brain is saying, okay, I can't sell this thing yet because I don't have everything built. And then we're saying, hey, don't worry about building it, sell the thing first. So you just kind of jumped and were like, okay, cool, I have an idea of what I want to put together, I have all these people interested, and you're going to start collecting their money.
Right. And
Cool.
so that's what the Service Bureau Accelerator did, because like you guys said, you're trying to build something. You don't know exactly what is it that you're trying to build until you actually figure out who your customer base is going to be. Are they going to be tax preparers? Are they going to be tax owners? So that's what the Service Bureau Accelerator allowed me to do with the program, is figure out who did I want to go after and build upon the people and what their needs were going to be.
Yeah, and you launched pretty quick, because I remember when we in our conversations on the weekly coaching calls, I think I set a goal. I'm like, you need to have X amount sold. I think it was like a low number, like 10 or something like that. And then what happened? I think you were like, oh, I sold a bit more.
Yeah.
You want to share that story?
Yeah, so with it just being me, so I had a goal of 10, and I actually pushed myself a little bit more and was able to sell to 15, and I cut it off. I don't know how much more I could have did, but that's just what I cut it off and did.
Yeah, you could have made a lot more. You definitely could have made a lot more. So you're like, hey, this is the goal. What price point, if you want to share any revenues, or what price point did you sell it at?
Right. So with you guys with the fast action strategy, I did like an early bird special. Go ahead and sign up now, and it was $600. Yeah, I lowball, but it was $600. And then when I got my stuff a little bit more figured out, I actually sold my program at 847 a person. So I had about four people that paid up front and paid the $600,
Mhm.
and then the rest was we did like payments.
Got it. You did payment plans and everything at a higher price point because you're financing it.
Right.
Okay. What are you planning on putting together for next year? So like, let's talk a little bit about, because your price points I still think is low, right? Now that you have it built, you got a year under your belt, I think you should be charging more. Have you given any thoughts to what you're putting together for next season?
Absolutely. So for next season, I'm trying to make sure I put some type of coaching program in place for my current EROs that I have up under my service bureau to allow them some type of growth as well and make money. So I'm figuring that out. And then as well for my new people, yes, I do have a whole program that's built out because this program is worth way more than $847 when you can make 20K in a month. So yeah, about $1,500.
All right, so you're gonna raise the price. Good, raising the we're advocates here of charge more, as
Right.
long as your stuff's worth it. And I've seen your stuff. You put together a good program, right? And you have a good community there with the group that you have. Do you want to give some feedback or insights to anybody watching about the training and how that may have helped you, or not if it didn't help you?
Well, I'm really um well, let's say this. Technology comes easy to me, but the way you guys actually lay it out. So I have a hard time at selling and knowing the value in whatever I'm selling. So I would say that's what worked for me. The technology, I can do that, but the training that you guys provided and how to break down your program, what to put inside your program, how to name it, what wording to use that stands out, is part of the training that works because you can sell something, but you got to make it stand out to where the next person that's selling the same program be like, I want to choose hers. So it's just the small detailing that you guys take the time to lay out with all the videos and the courses that's already built out. So you can get the Zoom trainings and where you guys will go in and help us out. But then also, if you're a person like me that just like to go in and watch it and do it yourself, then you have that option to do it yourself and just go with the flow.
Was there any specific strategy that you were like, hey, this one really worked for me? Anything like that stands out to you right now? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh my God. A certain strategy. It would be and it was the hardest one for me. Just the strategy on how to know how to name your course, and which I can't think of which one that was. Well, we did the blueprint with the book like that. That's kind of the hardest thing for me is putting things down on paper and writing. And technology, I can do it, but like
right. So you're talking about, hey, crafting your offer, like crafting it, packaging it, that whole section of, hey, lay everything out. This is what you're gonna do. This is what you're putting together now. Now that you have an idea of what it is, what are you calling these things? That's right. What you're talking about.
Yeah, I get writer's block. So
I want to talk a bit about support. Did you utilize our support channels? Like, obviously, we have support for you as a service bureau to answer your service bureau questions or getting things set up. Do you feel like you were able to take advantage of it, or when you did take advantage of it, did you feel you got the help you needed?
Absolutely. So with the support, it's just as easy as submitting a ticket and someone would get back with you within less than 24 hours outside of the group support, where you could, chit chat with other people that was in the program, but just the hands-on training and people reaching out to you when you submit a ticket just to get things fixed and in order for you. I've seen none like it before.
There's the Facebook group, and then we have the group calls and all that stuff. Any feedback or anything about as relating to the community? Like, what are your thoughts on the community and having those things available to you?
I'm not a big community person. I'll sit back and watch. You won't see me ask a lot of questions because I like I'm technology. So submitting a ticket just to get the help that I need is that type of person. But if you're the type that like to, ask other people, members and things like that, like the group support is awesome. you can be up at 1 o'clock in the morning and somebody will probably answer you if you just put it in the group. But that's not me, but whatever works for anybody else.
You're the silent killer. Silent killer in the background, just making the money. What are you most excited about for this upcoming season?
I'm most excited about is taking myself out of the equation as much and putting more process in place and systems to make sure that I can generate more revenue by having other people in place to help me with that, and just learning how to navigate through that, as well as reaching out to more EROs that's already in the industry and figuring out a way how to get them up under my belt. So that's my biggest goal this year outside of the academy I plan on launching again.
What would you tell anybody that's looking at joining the Service Bureau Accelerator program?
It's real people, real conversations. They're not gonna fluff and make you feel like you're doing good if you're not. If you bullshit, then you are, so I like the realness in it. I like the transparency. I also would say that you need to just be able to get ready, because you're gonna wow yourself if you just follow the course and the trainings that's being laid out. You're gonna blow yourself away just because these people take the time to, just lay everything out. And then if you're the type of person, if you're already an existing tax professional that's generating good revenue, the things you may need may come in a different package. So you may be able to afford some new things or some more bundles that's outside of that. And I just say that if you have the revenue to pay for what you need, this is the place to get exactly what you need. You got to spend money to make money. So that's what I just like about it, is the fact that anything I need, then you guys will say, here's how you can get it this way.